So let's see how well I know population numbers from countries around the world. Will I be able to tell which country has more people in it or less? So we're starting off with Taiwan versus Canada, and I will be honest, I'm already kind of sweating. Taiwan is a pretty small island off of mainland China, but man, they're packing some people in there. Now, obviously, if you're from Canada, you probably know this one pretty easily, but I don't know their population numbers just off the top of my head. I know it's somewhere close to the state of California. I think California were about 40 million, so I'm gonna say Canada has more population than Taiwan. Okay, yeah, so I think I was right about that. Both my state and this country have similar numbers. Japan definitely has more than Canada. It's like at 100 million. Japan is higher, 125 million. You know what makes this even more difficult is population numbers are constantly changing, so maybe a number that I used to know 10 years ago is completely inaccurate today. I'm gonna say the African country of Angola does not have more population than Japan. Just, yeah. Now, I only know about maybe the top 5 biggest countries in terms of population: China, India, the USA. It gets a little fuzzy after that. Angola versus Afghanistan. Oh, wow. Afghanistan. This is a hard one. I have no idea the amount of people that live in this country, but just its proximity to India and Pakistan, who has a ton of people, I'm gonna say it's more than 30 million. This one might be, oh, 32. Wow, look how close that was. There was only a million difference. Oh man, and I do not know Poland's number at all either. Germany, who's right next to it, I believe has 80 million, so Poland must be pretty up there. I'm gonna say it's more than Afghanistan, 38 million. Okay, is this getting harder or what? I've gotten 5 in a row right, though. Okay, Bangladesh, no doubt. Bangladesh, very big country. Over 170. I didn't know it was 170. All right, well, luckily when you do that, it makes the next question very easy. There's gonna be very few countries in the world that have over 170 population. I have no idea what Mali is at. Mali's at 19 million. It's more than I thought. I know that Iraq is always very surprising. Iraq, I feel like, has a lot more people in it than I always assume. Let's see. I knew it was higher. It's about the same as Canada, about 40 million. Ukraine is definitely lower. Ukraine is like 20. I think it's... Oh, I got that one wrong. Ooh, so the game cuts you off right when you get it wrong. I got 8 in a row, though. That's not too bad. Okay, don't know a whole lot about this African country, but 43 million. I'm gonna say it's lower than 43 million. Okay, so 20 million. Oh, jeez. Okay, first of all, are we talking about the Republic of the Congo or the Democratic Congo here, the big red one? I'm going to just assume, now this is extremely misleading. You probably shouldn't go off of territory. Because the Congo is much larger than this other country, I would assume they can fit more. 86 million. Wow, that should have been pretty easy. Okay, Congo does not have more than Nigeria, that's for sure. Nigeria is going to be, what, the 3rd most populous country in like 100 years? Something like that. Yeah, Nigeria is huge. So that's going to give me an easy one for the... Okay, Yemen has like 10 million people, I think, in it. Wow, 30 million. Okay. Well, luckily all I have to do is go higher or lower. Chile. How many people live in Chile? Brazil has like over... Oh, this one's gonna be tough. I mean, how many people can they really fit in on these like snake borders? I'm guessing a lot, at least territory-wise. I would assume Chile is... Obviously, it's longer, but is there more territory here? I would assume more than 30 million. I think it's over 30 million. I don't think I've ever even looked up Chile's population. Oh, 20 million. Oof, that's not good. That one was way harder. That was a tough one. Okay, Argentina probably has more than Romania, but then again, we just saw Chile's numbers. This is the interesting thing about playing this quiz. You're gonna get way better at population, and I know nothing. Okay, so I would assume Argentina, it's thicker, should be more than Chile. 44 million. All right. Okay. Because of Morocco's proximity to Iberia, I would assume they just tend to have a lot more people in it. Is it more than 44 million? Oh, wow. Can we include that Western Sahara country that no one has ever any data on? I think I'm gonna be one and done. How many people could live in Morocco? I can see both. I could see it be higher, but I could also see it be lower. Argentina's got a lot of people. I'm gonna say lower, actually. I'm gonna say lower. Oh, okay, 35 million. Uzbekistan, Central Asia. There's not a whole lot of people living in Central Asia. I might come to eat those words. Let's say, oh, just barely lower. How is the game gonna do that to me? Thank you. Here's a nice easy one, the Philippines. A lot of people live in the Philippines, 108. That means this next one's gonna be easy. Colombia's gonna be lower, 50 million. Myanmar, Southeast Asian country next to India, part of British Raj. They probably have more than... Colombia has more than I thought, 50 million. But I'm thinking, yeah, a little bit more. Bangladesh, we already saw their number. It's over 100, so we can go higher there. Yemen, we already saw their number too. Look at this. Okay. Egypt has a lot of people living in it. We're going to beat our high score right now. I think it's at, 100 million. I wouldn't have said 100 million. We have Chile, which is lower. Okay, so... Saudi Arabia is like a giant desert country. Though it looks territorial-wise that it'd be able to rival a lot of their bigger neighbors like Iran, Egypt, and Turkey, there's very few people, not very few, but it's definitely more less populated. I think it has similar numbers to Iraq. There's just a lot of nothing out here, so it's easy to forget that. But then again, Chile's pretty low. I think this is going to be one that's like within 3 million, I think. Within 5 for sure. I might actually say that Saudi Arabia has a tiny bit more. Just being, in the center of the world, I would say, 35 million. Okay, that was actually not as close as I thought. Okay, well, there we go. Sri Lanka. I almost just mixed up Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. I was like, we already know it's over 100 million. I have no idea how many people live in Sri Lanka. Again, off the coast of India, a very populated country. Just like Taiwan, they're probably fitting a ton of people there. Although, doesn't most of India's population sit along in the north here? Well, it's just thicker. I mean, this is more of a peninsula, but either way, I've never looked up this number before in my life. Can Sri Lanka fit 34 million people? What was Taiwan again? 23 million? I actually want to say lower here, even though it is right next to India. I'm scared, but okay, it's 21 million. So it's similar. Oh, there's a nice easy one. USA, and we can pretty much go lower for almost, okay, well never mind. I was going to say we can almost choose lower for any other country except for China and India that pops up. So China has the most population in the world, 1.4. Okay, we have lower. North Korea's population, it's like 20 million, right? Or it's 40? It's 25. I think it's 25. Yeah, there it is, 25. And we have Japan, which is definitely higher than that. All right, this is getting good. They're giving me some easy ones. Uganda's definitely lower, but I don't know what Uganda's number is. 40 million, all right. We already saw this one. That one's lower. South Korea fits a ton of people in there. I can't remember how many, but it's over 50. Yeah, 51 million. Canada is lower at 38. Now, Ethiopia has a large population in Africa. It's definitely in the top 5 largest populated countries in Africa. It's like Nigeria, Egypt, and then maybe Ethiopia. I'm not sure though. I know this country has more people in it than South Africa. I want to say Ethiopia is higher than Canada, but I don't know their number at all. I'm just going to take a guess. Whoa! Over 100? Well, now I'm just curious. What is the top 5? Wait, am I allowed to look at that? Top 5 African countries by population. Let's just see. I'll try not to look at the number. It's Nigeria, Ethiopia is the second, and then it's Egypt. Okay, and then it's the Congo. All right, this one is scary. There's a lot of people in Turkey, and I know it's over 100 million, right? I think it's over 100 million. It's more than Germany, but is it more than 112? Why am I thinking like 130 million? This one is going to be close, but I'm going to say higher. There's more land in Turkey, that's for sure. I think it's territory-wise a bigger country. Only 83 million. Well, I got 21 right. Oh, so then Turkey's not bigger than Germany. Oh, it's about the same exact size. Wow, that's close. Vietnam definitely has more. There's a lot of people that live in Vietnam, so I'm gonna say lower. Kazakhstan is a very big country in Central Asia. I know I said not many people live in Central Asia, but that's a big one. I'm gonna say higher. Whoa! Oof! Got one right. All right, I'm getting a little cocky. I gotta calm it down. Okay, Germany definitely has more than Poland. Poland is lower. Wow, Poland's a lot lower. Half. We know Bangladesh is up there. We know this is lower. Okay, why am I forgetting these numbers? I'm like, we did Afghanistan, but then I forgot. Okay, that's 32 million. We know Sri Lanka is like 20. Yeah, 21. So Taiwan's bigger than Sri Lanka. Oh, no, I literally just forgot. Morocco has more. Yeah, 35. Okay, so the British are very close to the French. It's 60 something. Yeah, so Great Britain has 60 something. And Romania is definitely lower than 66, right? Yeah, they're 20. Oh, there's a nice easy one. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat 21, but, I can try. Pakistan's definitely lower, and it's up there. So this means the next one's going to be easy. Congo is 80-something. Okay, Cameroon is definitely lower, because we know the Congo is in the top 5. Oh, crap. Okay, here we go. Madagascar is one of the largest islands on Earth, but isn't it pretty untouched, I thought? I mean, I don't know that for sure. I just know, I saw a headline not that long ago, a couple years ago, maybe talking about, the bubonic plague is back there or something. I'm assuming it's not wreaking as havoc as it was in the past. I don't even know if that was real. I just looked up the geography of Madagascar too, and it's actually a lot more interesting. There is a lot of rainforest, but then there's kind of arid lands in the south, maybe mirroring South Africa. Just because of its... it's just such a big island. You know what sucks about this? Taiwan was around this number, a little bit less. Sri Lanka was a little bit less. But what about Madagascar? Madagascar is physically a big island, but you don't see a whole lot of, like, there's not a huge populated country right next to, like, you know, China or India. I'm just gonna say higher because of, just barely. Also, I'm noticing it. Oh, we just did that. Okay, so Taiwan is definitely lower. Is Madagascar one of the more populated islands on Earth? Okay, India is higher. Mali is definitely lower. Oh, jeez. Wasn't Angola, like, near 20 million? I think Angola is bigger. Oh, 31 million. Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm forgetting everything now. This is messed up. I think they, like, intentionally make the questions harder the further you go. It's such a big country. Oh, man. It's such a big country, but nobody's living in it. Still did not beat my record. Nepal versus Iraq. Iraq has more, right? There's a lot of desert. Ooh, this is close. Why are you starting me off with such a hard one? Okay, that's 40 million. They're lower. 22. Myanmar is definitely higher, 50. Lower there, Mali. South Korea higher. Great Britain higher, but by 15 million. Vietnam higher. Wasn't that 95 or something? Wow, so many people. But not as much as China. China's definitely higher. That means the next one we get... Oh, wow. Okay, we're gonna get 2 right. Look how close they are. Morocco's lower. Oh, why are you doing this to me? Morocco and Spain right next to each other. I'm going to have to assume there's more people that live in Spain than Morocco. Yeah, 46 million. That just makes sense. Okay, there's a lot of people in Iran. Isn't it like 50 million? There's 84 million. Wow. Oh boy, this is a tough one. So I know that there are 2 territories of Malaysia. It's right next to Indonesia. Indonesia, a very big country. What are they, like 5th or 6th in the world? Oh, damn. This one is really hard because it's in an area of the world that has a lot of people in it. I mean, we saw Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, but Iran has a lot more people in it than I remembered. I want to say Malaysia's actually lower, but it's gonna be just barely. Oh wow, 32 million. No one lives in Malaysia. Okay, thank you. That's an easy one. So like 250 people live in here, right? 800? See, that's the thing. All this is at like the description, whatever. The numbers are highly debatable, I'm noticing. Like, I'm sure you're gonna get different numbers where you go. Ghana probably has some people in it, but I'm gonna have to just guess and say less than 34 million. 30 million, ooh, that was a little bit scarier than I thought. Algeria is a lot of desert. Big African country, but a lot of desert. Because it's along the Mediterranean, I'm gonna assume they're gonna fit a lot of people. There it is, 43 million, okay. Mozambique. To be honest, I'm not gonna bring up a map of Mozambique because I am kind of getting confused of what Mozambique looks like. I think I have a general idea, I just wanna make sure I'm not mixing it up with a neighboring country. More than 43 million, I would say no. Oh, okay. I was scared about that one. When I clicked it, I was like, I don't know. Poland's 55, right? Oh, Poland. Oh, that was actually close. Afghanistan's pretty high. I was getting close to my record. Okay, one more. I like when they give us like those easy gimmies. We have Germany at 80 something, Ghana, which is lower at 30. This is really just like a memory game, I guess, if you think about it. France, I mean, at a certain point, it becomes a memory game. Argentina is 45 or 44. Ivory Coast. We haven't seen the Ivory Coast pop up, but the Ivory Coast is very small African country. So they pack in 25 million. Wasn't Chile smaller than this? I think Chile's lower at 19. Yeah, I'm remembering some things. I've got a terrible memory though. That's why I'm not going to be that good at this game. Uzbekistan's definitely lower than Turkey. Peru has not popped up. So, are there more people living on the eastern coast of South America than the west? What I noticed, Colombia had a lot of population in the north. Peru's a lot of mountains. Why am I thinking Peru does not have as many as Uzbekistan? Oh, they got a lot of llamas. Why can't we include humans and llama population? I do not know. I've never once thought about the population numbers in Peru. Lower? It's right next to Chile, which is pretty low. I'm gonna say lower. There's a lot of mountains. Where are you gonna fit those people in? Boom, 32 million. It was close. Russia's higher. Taiwan is lower at 23. Bangladesh is higher, thank you. Which means this is gonna be lower. Which means this is probably gonna be lower. Which means that's higher. Let's go. Republic of South Africa. There's not that many people that live down there. 30? Oh, there. Oh! Whoa! Did you see the difference between those two? Those numbers were off by 1,000, and I bet you if I Google those countries independently, it'll show us different. See, this isn't not even fair. Well, let me know if you can beat my results. I'm sure a lot of you can. And big thanks to Drew's sexy girlfriend,
young waifu,
I stole Drew's pet dog,
Argentinian grandpa,
AryanAfterHours,
aPhatNarwhal,
Alex Whitley is Mega
Barnsky
Chad,
W,
Bringbackpolandball,
Canadian Union,
Gaming
Fat
Candy
Nuts,
Cane 789,
LuxembourgLover,
Majestic Unicorn,
Max Cooper,
Mimoshiki,
Nora the Bold,
Ortin
5
Smiling Lovers,
Philipp RF,
Robert
RyeThePie,
the Mexican 760.
And why am I doing this?